Hey, I decided to make a video about just talking about yume nikki, and that's it, really. That'll be fun. Okay, it's set. Okay, my mic was kind of shit there. Anyway, so I'm just gonna be walking around doing stuff. I'll be talking about the game. So, if you don't know what yume nikki is, why the fuck are you watching this? But it's an 2004 RPG Maker game, or yeah, 2004. Um, and you just walk around and you do shit. That's about it, really. But it's one of my favorite games ever, really. When I think of like my favorite games, usually they're very movement focused, like Ultra Kill or Doom or whatever, or like Smash Bros. Melee. But yume nikki is definitely a lot different because there's not much gameplay to be derived from it, but it is very artistic, I guess. Yeah, that's the best way to describe it. And there's a lot of different ways to interpret it. You can just think that it's just random bullshit and it means absolutely nothing. You can try to derive a story from it, but I think what yume nikki means to someone definitely varies wildly from person to person. Like for me, yume nikki is definitely a game that um, reminds me of like my friend Ethan because he introduced me to this game and just looking around, being confused, just looking at cool shit. Speaking of looking at cool shit, the art in this game is definitely pretty pretty good. Like Matazuki sprites are all pretty nice. They're nicely detailed. The backgrounds are always fun to look at, and I think yume nikki is like one of the first games to like really what the fuck I was talking about? I don't know. Anyway, I think the art is good. There's a lot of different art styles, like with these people here. They're very simplified. You can also find them in the like park area in Infinite Wilderness, and I think it really adds to the vibes of it. It's kind of like unsettling in a way because you really have no idea what you're looking at sometimes, and you have really no idea what to expect. Like, if you look at Matatsuki sprites here and whatever the fuck this guy's name is, I forget. I think it's like Tokito or some shit like that. And his goop, his brain goop, his blood. You would probably think it's a completely different person who made them, but no, same person or multiple people. We really don't know jack shit about Kakiyama. Um, I doubt we are really going to see much from Kikiyama after Yume Nikki. I mean, Toby Fox got in contact with them, but I'm pretty sure Kikiyama just didn't want to answer many questions, and that's why we got the Denny's question from Toby Fox. Fucking Tricky Tony and his bullshit. Um, I'm pretty sure Kikiyama has moved on, doing other shit. Um, what is your deal? Why do you look like that? Anyways, when you're playing Yume Nikki, you have really no fucking clue what to expect. Why is this a thing? I haven't actually seen this one. Let's keep that. I've always used the red menu. I haven't actually seen that one, so yeah, I haven't really looked at that too much. But anyway, whenever you like, I remember when I first played Yume Nikki, I had no fucking clue what was going on half the fucking time, and I think it really added to it. it's a very unique experience, and it's very hard to replicate something like this. Because you can't just slap random shit together and expect it to be good, you know? I mean, it definitely feels like a bunch of random shit together, but it's well made, and that's the thing. Like, the music's really good, too. So you have to have, you know, parts of a good game. I don't really know what I'm saying, honestly. But anyway, there we go. Yume Nikki really pulls off being able to have what feels like just random shit together and have it be a fun experience. Because searching for shit is fun. It's fun to like explore everything and try to find like every single like part of this game. Like outside of like the main game of getting all the effects and stuff, there's like so much to explore. Like this place. Like, you don't have to go here at all, but you can just go here and there's cool shit to find. I just remember. So this is FC World A. The one that you go to for Squish Squish and Oni is FC World B. Oh, that was a bad voice crack. Holy shit. Anyway, um, if you look at the map files in RPG Maker 2003, which I could do that right now to show you, you can find an unused FC World C. So if I RPG Maker, I already have UMA open. Window capture. There. So, see if I can find it. I named some of the stuff to make it like easier to look through here. Where is it? We'll probably look at this more later because it's a very interesting place. Very interesting to like look through the game files. All the names are corrupted, probably because when I opened this, I didn't have Japanese installed on my computer. I did, so complete.flow, which we will also talk about later. FC. Okay. This is parts of FC World. This is FC House. Okay, this is that one area in FC World A. What did I name that? Okay, so this is FC World B. Or FC World B. Okay, this is the full map. There we go. So this is FC World A, the place we're in right now. We go. Where's B? I think this is C right here. I can't zoom out anymore, I don't think. Oh, no, I can. Okay, so there's A, and I'm like right here, I think. Yeah, I'm like right here in the map. We got some random islands off to the side. We got this, can't access it all. So this is FC World B. You got the hand here. That's where you get Oni. This is the door to the Squish Squish area. There's the entrance. And then we have FC World C, which has nothing in it, but I can do set player starting position. And I'm just gonna close out of yume, so we don't hear the sounds. And then do a display capture. There we go. Because of how Yume works, I'm just gonna be Matsutsuki, like normal Matsutsuki here. Normally the game like sets all the variables at the start because this is like default RPG Maker stuff. Like we don't have the tutorial or like bike speed. So this is what C looks like. I haven't actually explored this myself. There's a lot of parts that you just can't get to normally. A lot of it is just like emptiness. So it's like same general vibe of just like an island, the pictures and stuff. But it's always interesting to see unused content like this, just to see what the game could have been if we got like more updates. Because I saw, I think it was in the Toby Fox interview with Kikiyama. They said they didn't exactly plan for version like 10 be the last one. That's just what happened. So we could have gotten more content and maybe more effects. So I think that's most of FC World 2. So let's just close out of that. And let's open Yume back up. We'll look at RPG Maker again later. Do a new game. So, what I was talking about earlier with how you can't really replicate this, obviously people have tried, with fan games and stuff, but they definitely aren't the same, You can't really copy the fucking voice crack, Jesus, copy Yume down to, like, the exacts. Like with Dot Flow. Dot Flow is definitely my favorite fan game in terms of Yume stuff, but it definitely has a completely different vibe. Like, what Dot Flow is about is a lot more in your face compared to Yume, which doesn't really have anything in terms of story. But it's still a lot of fun. One thing that I'm kind of surprised about is after 21 years, Yume Nikki is still like a thing, you know? Still kind of popular. And fucking, those websites that people get on at school just to play games, like in the middle of class, like at school. Uh, my friend showed me one, and it had a bunch of different games. Like, it had Pizza Tower somehow, it had Ultra Kill, it had Undertale and Deltarune, but it got removed the next day. And it also surprisingly had Yume Nikki, which makes me feel like Yume Nikki is like continuing to exist in one way or another as shareware, because people are finding websites like that with Yume Nikki on it. They play Yume Nikki, they start enjoying the game, and more people can like enjoy it. And it's weird bullshit like this, whatever the fuck this means. And there's Aztec Rave Monkey. So, I think just because of it's free and it's kind of shareware, Yume will kind of live on for years to come. I don't know how long it will stay is something I cannot guess, and I probably will never know unless I watch it fizzle out some way. But I think it's good because this is a great game, and I'm glad more people will be able to experience it. It already has a low barrier for entry since it's just on Steam for free, and you can play it online on your browser. But you still have to discover it in the first place. So having, like, more ways to discover it is always great. And then there's this motherfucker. Get out. Hell is definitely a crazy fucking place. I remember when I first played Yume Nikki and I was like playing it on call. I looked at the map for Hell on Fandom, and I never thought I would ever find anything in here. But now I have the general route for everything memorized, I think. Because that's what having 80 hours in this fucking game will do to you. Probably more. Probably up to like 90, maybe 100 because of how many hours I have on Why now. Hey, can you move it? Don't go that way. Go the other way. Go. Move. There we go. And speedrunning this game has definitely engraved a lot of stuff into my mind. Wait, I don't have any money for the fucking vending machine shit. Oh, shit. Anyway, let's talk about speedrunning. Speedrunning definitely keeps a lot of games alive, that and modding, and there's not really anything for Yume Nikki modding, at least as far as I've seen, but there is, a very live fandom for, like, fan game stuff, so that's kind of similar, but there is definitely a not very active, but kind of active speedrunning community. Like, the Discord will be pretty fucking silent, and then one thing happens, and everyone's talking, and it goes back to being silent. Like, a while ago, there was a pretty big route change in 80%, which, there's now, like, a new tech where you go to fucking Pink Sea World, you have the frog effect, and pretty much it just lets you go, like, 8 times speed with, high palm equipped, but you couldn't do that before. For the max speed you can go with iPalm was like 4, which, for context, this is 1 time speed, and this is 2 times speed. And you can do some glitches to make it like 4 times and 8 times, and 8 times is the max. Let's go down here. There's a lot of just creatures about in this game. Like, this guy over here. Hello. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, speedrunning. It's really fun for a game like this. It's just a walking sim. Since you go pretty fucking fast. I'll go get the fat effect, and then I'll show off what 4 times and 8 times speed glitch looks like. And then wait, I don't have fucking bomb shit. I'll just get that after. Anyway, so it's like surprisingly easy to do a speed glitch in this. So all you gotta do for 4 times speed is get in the chair, open the menu, equip the bike, and then you have 4 times speed. It's really easy. For 8 times speed, it's a little bit more complicated, but still pretty easy. You get in the bike, and then you press Z, which lets you get in the chair, but since you equip the bike, you're a bit faster. Then you leave, press 5 to drop the egg, and then you get back on the bike. And what this does is pretty much deletes the chair. And for some reason, if you have the bike equipped and you interact with the desk without the chair, you go really fast. I think what's happening is when the game thinks you're in the chair, and so you get back in there, it like multiplies your speed, and you just start going really fast. Yeah, let's get iPalm so it's not as annoying. Thankfully, speedrunning this game has gotten me very used to dealing with 8 times speeds bullshit. It's very, very precise to do all this shit, but doing this whole thing while in 8 times speed will not be fun. watch. So let's just go neon. Sometimes I wonder like what the fuck was going in Kikiyama's brain to like think of shit like this. And, like sometimes I wonder if they were on anything. I mean, it's a maybe. Probably not. It doesn't. You don't need drugs to make a bullshit like this, but I wonder sometimes with fucking Aztec Rave Monkey appearing. Yeah, I've never really noticed that the Aztec Rave Monkey is kind of just like a reoccurring thing. We will go look at the event later when we go to Infinite Wilderness. What does this lead to? Oh yeah, that. And then Neon's like down here, I think, right? Yeah. Hello. I love these little creatures and the sounds they make. I agree. Anyway. I forget where this leads to. I think it leads to hell. There's a lot of just random, very obscure areas like Neon Tile Path here. That usually just a lot of areas just lead back to hell. There's just so many warps to it. Like if you saw the fucking thingamabob earlier when we were in hell before, that is a warp to eyeball. I think it's Eyeball World. You just have to stab it a couple times, and it just teleports you to a area with those guys in there, and that's just like a room inside Eyeball World. I'm gonna turn my mic up just in case I'm not very audible, because I'm worried that you can't hear me that well. Anyway. I have no idea where I am. I'll be so fucking real. Where the fuck am I? Okay, let's just get out of here. What are some other things I could show off? Some glitches that I cannot think of. Oh yeah, we can fucking crash the game. Let me save first though. Wait, shit, no. I have a lot of just random saves. Some of them kind of useful, some of them not. So, what you do is, let's just we need to get the umbrella first. Just using the speed glitch because it takes a while. And I do not feel like waiting. So the first glitch we're going to do is no clip. And how you do that is, if I can remember it, get on the chair, equip the umbrella, or the knife, either one works. Press Z, then press 1. And then you can just kind of no clip. But I did it wrong, I think. Sometimes it just fucks up somehow. Do you look down? I don't remember. Okay, yeah, that's how you do it. There we go. So now we can just do this. You can still go through doors. Thankfully, just stand in front of them, press Z. So in order to crash the game, we have to go into Number World. Actually, was gonna go get a lamp, but since the game's gonna crash, I gotta save our data. So let's just go here, and then we walk down here. Interact with this turning gun. Get sent to the dark forest. And then go down here. And where is it? Yeah, right here we can find a jellyfish that is normally not accessible, but it has some corrupted data. And we interact with it. Yeah, you can't see that, but it says, cannot open Japanese text 5 file. Then it crashes. So I don't really know what happens there. So I'm going to open up RPG Maker and we will look inside the data for that. See what happens. Okay, so where is Dark Forest? Oh, what? This is interesting. Oh, no, never mind. I thought it was a different thing. Thought it was just like FC House, but smaller. But I am just stupid. This is... I think... no. Hmm. Where is it? That's wilderness. Forest. No. So this is the room I was talking about earlier. The one that connects to hell. Yeah, you interact with this, you go to hell. Then you stab this guy who's also in hell. He'll teleport you back. What do these do? You know what? Don't try not to get distracted here. Okay. Where is it? There's so many just random rooms in this game. Okay, that's number world. That's OC House again. Here's the ending area with the jellyfish that come on screen. Fun fact, if you press 1 and 3, it makes these guys like jingle and shake. So that's cool. Where is this? What's that? Yeah, that's just hell. I have no idea where Dark Forest is in the files. I should know this, because I'm the fucking yume nikki nerd who knows all the fucking intricacies of the game. That's sewers, that's snow world, that's wilderness. Okay, there we go. Alright. So, what is this? Where? There. So there is the corrupted jellyfish. Now let's look at this guy. Just like see what it normally does. It changes a variable, calls an event, it changes its graphics, and then it waits. So this is just, I don't know what the variable would do. The event is probably the sound effect, and this set move route is just like how it like moves back and forth. And if we go over here, it looks like it probably calls for a graphic that just does not exist. That's what I think. Sorry, I just got a message. Anyway, so I, I have no idea why this guy is here. It could have been just there was going to be another jellyfish like here, but instead of deleting it, Kikiyama just moved it. I don't know why they did that. Anyway, let's go back to Yume Nikki. Is that the one? Doesn't matter. Alright. Yeah, this is the one. No, actually, let's talk about Nasu. So Nasu is pretty goddamn cool because you actually know how to. You need to actually know how to code in order to do something like this. Because everything else in Yume for the most part, you can do without actually knowing how to code. Because a lot of it is just uh, pre-built like things that you can just put in the game. Kinda like you saw with how like the jellyfish was coded. It's just like kind of like blocks, kind of like Scratch. You can just select them, puts it in there. Well, with NASA, you actually need to do shit like this yourself. I'm pretty sure. You could probably do some with RPG Maker stuff, but it's definitely like a lot easier to just code it yourself. Shit. I'm very shit at NASA. My mic fell on me because I'm stupid and I don't have a like a mic stand thing. It's just kind of sitting there on my desk. You know, sometimes I wonder why NASA is even in the game in the first place. Probably just more random bullshit. My other question is, why is Nasu so fucking hard? Or do I just have a skill issue? I learned from getting every badge for Yume Nikki on Wino is, what was I saying? Yeah. How hitbox works on Natsu is that it's just like in higher head, so you can just stand directly under the egg plant while you wait for it. And it makes it a lot easier. I'm gonna fucking kill someone. Anyway. From the menu, there might have been like more like mini games planned because it's just Nasu. It would make more sense if there was more than one. If that did happen, it would probably be like after update 10, but it's still pretty cool. Let's talk about the story. So, Kikiyama has literally like explicitly said that there is no story or purpose. But the thing with art is that you could like interpret it in any way, and so I think it's a lot more like important like what other people get from the game and how they interpret it. So, uh, what was I gonna say? Yeah, some people think that the traffic light effect is important to some of the story, which is why I'm getting it right now. Probably, I think it's something about like a car crash or something. Because of I think how like NPCs react to the traffic light and how you get it, which is this guy over here, who is dead. I paused the thing because I had to go eat lunch. Yeah, so the story with the lamp and shit. So if we get the pipe bomb, and then we go over to White Desert, shit, not that, which might take a bit. I remember, there's a category in yume nikki speedrunning just called Monoway percent. And then you just go interact with Monoway, and that's the entire thing. And if you don't, oh, okay. If you don't immediately get this first try, your run's just dead. Anyway, so if we, Monaco is the other way. Penis shaped. And go up here. We do the traffic light. Monaco is pretty normal. But we do this. She starts tweaking. And this happens. This is fucking awesome. So, does that mean something? Maybe. If you want to interpret it as meaningful. But who knows? I'm just gonna start getting all the effects and then just talk through that, I guess. Let's just go in order. What else could I talk about? Oh, the music. The music is, like, really great, surprisingly. I'm not really sure if this is all... Like, no one really knows if yume nikki, or, like, Yukiyama in general, is, like, one person, or, like, a group of people. But I think it's probably one person, because it just makes more sense in my head. Because if it was multiple people, I don't know how they would stay, like, anonymous for so long. So, yeah. I actually have yume nikki's, like, whole OST, like, on vinyl. It's really nice. Like, I'm really surprised that Fangamer was able to get a deal with Kikiyama. It was probably through Toby Fox. I don't know about that, but probably through Toby Fox. But yeah, the plushies are really nice. I have both of them, and I have the shirt. Uh, I feel like uh, if Yume actually kept getting updates, it would definitely not feel at all the same. Like, I don't know how long it would have kept going. Like, it could have just, it could, it, hypothetically, it could still have been updated to, like, today, because Kikiyama just felt like not updating it. Didn't really have a exact date for when they wanted to stop working on it, so. But I think it's nice that it's, like, not super massive, but not, like, that small. Like, if you want a massive yume nikki experience, there's Tuki, which is, like, updated every single fucking day. And it's pretty great. I haven't actually beaten it, though. What I've played, though, is really nice. It's nice to see all the different artists and shit working on one game. It's very, like, it's a pretty similar experience to Yume, but it's definitely a lot different of a vibe. Especially if, like, most people play Tuki on YNO, So it definitely feels more like a connected experience, while yume nikki is a very isolated, kind of eerie atmosphere. And this motherfucker, who has a 1 in 6 chance of appearing, but it feels like 1 in 100. There we go. And these mushrooms, I hate RNG. There we go. Actually, we can just type on here. What else do we not got? Yeah, heaven's curve. We do not. Okay. I remember my first playthrough. It was such a new experience. It was just so fucking cool. I only really remember looking at Mural World and Forest and Block World. That's like the only places I remember being there. Like in my first playthrough. And then my friend Ethan like helped me through it. And so did like walkthroughs and shit, but good old Dark World. Thankfully, thanks to my tism, I have memorized exactly where everything is, so this being completely dark does not really change that much. Yeah, I'll go over there once we get cat, so I can show the thing. No, let's just go get cat now. Because there's some weird stuff you can do with the cat effect. Wait, what is it? Yeah, no, it's over here. Where is that piece of shit? There it is. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so there is a little guy that you can find in Lamp World that I've never really seen anyone talk about besides my friend who showed me. And we will go see him. I don't know what his name is, but he's like in that one room with the like river or something. It's like down here. Where is it? It's like over here, I think, right? Yeah, that's just the entrance. Or is it more to the left? I think it is. Yeah, there it is. Now we enter the door here. Yeah, this part. We get cat, and we just spam 1. And he will show up eventually. I don't remember which side he comes in from. I think it's from the right side. This takes like a minute or 2. There he is. There's that motherfucker. Yeah, I don't know what his deal is. And there he goes. Where's Dragboy? very peculiar little guy. So, let's pipe, huh? Get out of here. Go get severed head. You know what? I should probably show off the spaceship. Well, that might take a while, but do I? Nah, I don't feel like it. What else can I show off? Oh, I could go here. There's another thing you can do with the cat effect in the park in Infinite Wilderness. Like the place I was talking about earlier with the people and shit. Where's the door? There it is. Wait, before we go do that, let's go over here. Where is it? It's like, yeah, there it is. Then we go here. Dude, fuck yes. This is awesome. There's so many just random bullshit scattered about. So many random bullshit. Because that's how you speak English. Go up here. Which, transition into this place is really cool. Not to be a fucking RPG Maker nerd, but there's like a line of events that just checks see if you touch them and then teleports you to this other area. Which looks exactly the same, but it's not, because it's like a completely different place. And it's fucking awesome. Here, let's go get a towel. And then, I think after I show this, that'll be it, because it's already been 50 minutes. I'm running out of things to say. Where is it? There. Did I don't think I did it right. I'm half stupid. There we go. There's a lot of just waiting in this game. It's a really relaxing game. You can just not have to worry about stuff, just walk around, see what you can find. I think Tuki is definitely a lot better for that because of how big it is. And if you've already seen everything in Yume Nikki, it's not as interesting. Oh shit, we got Falling Man of that. Hello. Just doing his thing. Whatever the fuck that is. Oh, we got both of them. Holy shit. Thank you, Kikiyama. Got this guy over here. Who's very peculiar, and I love him. Alright, so over here we get the cat effect. If you do this enough. Oh. Gonna show up. There we go. Some UFOs show up. Yeah, this game is cool as hell. There's so many just little Easter eggs and shit to find. If you, for some reason, have never played Yume Nikki and you've watched up to this point, go fucking play it right now. It's free. It's on Steam. It's on wino.net or whatever. Go check out some games and shit. It's fun. Go play it. Bye.